Excuse me, Mr. Arum? Bob? Yeah, is the wave of the future fights in Macau now? I mean, that seems like that's where it's happening.
When you look at the global economy and you see what's happening in China, that's your answer. China is becoming one of the most important countries in the world.
What makes Manny have the ability to deal with basketball, deal with Congress, and still be a top-flight, world-class #1 fighter?
Well, Manny has the ability when he does something to concentrate on it completely. So when it comes time for him to train, to get ready for a fight, he puts everything else aside and concentrates on the boxing. And that augurs well for him going into a big fight such as the one with Alegeri, who's a very, very tough customer given his size and his boxing ability.
Are you surprised that he beat Ruslan like he did?
Yeah, we were scheduling Ruslan as Manny's next opponent. And when Alegeri beat him, he earned his way into the dance.
Finally, the Cold War is over between you and Golden Boy, it would appear. So fights between the two promotion companies seem to be on the horizon. Can we see a Golden Boy fighter, such as Mayweather, against Manny?
Yeah, we sure can. And as a matter of fact, just less than 2 hours ago, I received a call from Oscar De La Hoya, who was in Philadelphia, wanting to get together with me, and we're going to meet next week after the tour is over. So we talked as recently as this morning.
Great. Any prospective matchups that you guys discussed?
Well, that's what we'll discuss, when we're together. I don't think it's appropriate for me to start talking about matchups without consulting with him first.
Well, it's a great happening that you guys are together, and more great fights can occur because there's cooperation now instead of animosity.
Well, that's correct. That's correct. And there was one man who was causing all the animosity, and he's not in the picture anymore.
Do you think Schaefer will reappear somewhere in boxing?
Well, I'm sure he's going to try.
With Mayweather?
I have no idea. I have no idea. That's up to them.
Do you think there's any chance at all that you guys could break bread, you and Richard Schaefer, at some point?
You never say never.
Thanks, Mr. Arum.